Hello. So I was just looking up Apophenia, which is something that I haven't heard about until now. So I was looking it up because just found it, and it's apparently the cognitive bias to create patterns out of meaningless input. So, yeah. So, like when you see a face on the moon or a face on Mars or images in the clouds, that's apophenia. Or if you see events as being correlated when they aren't actually correlated, that's apophenia. And they said that you see it in very creative individuals and also the mentally ill. But like very artistic people. And there's something about intelligence and apophenia. I honestly didn't understand what the article is saying, so I guess I shouldn't have even mentioned it. But yeah, to a degree, everybody has apophenia because it served our ancestors in the past. It's basically patternicity, as Michael Shermer puts it. It's better to see a tiger in the bush when there is no tiger than to not see a tiger in the bush when there is a tiger. So I was looking up apophenia, and that was making me think of my own synchronicities, or things that I think might be patterns, and whether or not they are patterns or not, actual patterns or not, I don't know. I know that the scientific community and logical community, I guess, I don't know what I'd say, would lean towards calling it apophenia and saying that it's meaningless coincidences that are being called meaningful. And if you go to, I guess, the spiritual community, they would say that it's meaningful coincidences. And because, if you ask a Christian or a New Age person or probably any religious person, they'll say, there's no such thing as coincidences and everything happens for a reason and stuff like that. So, don't get me wrong, like I take apophenia seriously because it's a good, nice, juicy new puzzle piece to use to understand the way I think and why I'm thinking the way I think. But this led me to a deeper thing. Whether or not apophenia is real, I guess. It seems real but I would like to see more studies on it, and I'm gonna have to wait for the future because I didn't find any studies on it. I just read it about it being a cognitive bias. But there was a good point raised on a video that I was watching, like, who's to determine whether it's meaningless or meaningful? Because if we do have apophenia, if everybody has apophenia, how do we know if there is meaningful coincidences? I guess the answer would be we don't, and therefore we shouldn't be in the pattern seeking business. So we don't know, and there are plenty of fallacies and stuff that would suggest that we have cognitive biases. But anyway, it's getting long-winded. Let's get back on track. The point that I wanted to make with this video was I don't know whether my synchronicities or coincidences or whatever are caused by an agent or the universe or patternicity or, you know, something in my brain. I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm predisposed to magical thinking, because it always comes up. It always shows up. Just when I'm securely an atheist for like 2 years or 1 year or however long, being an atheist, and I'm skeptical and everything, and weird stuff starts to happen, and then I start to, you know, question it, and then maybe I'll go on a spree of theistic thinking. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that theistic thinking is delusional, because now I'm kind of in the middle. I don't really know whether there is a God or there isn't a God, and I can't really lean in either direction right now. So I'm just kind of open to the information, and but anyway, I have a predisposition, it seems, or at least it's a reoccurring thing, for thinking that there is a spiritual aspect to life. And I think knowing that is almost, it's not necessarily more important, but it might be more important to navigating my life, because then I can know that this thing is always going to come up. It's always going to come up, and I shouldn't fight it. I shouldn't boldly proclaim it, and you know, I should remain kind of reserved about it, I think, because I know it could be a cognitive bias, and I could be completely wrong. And so I'm skeptical of my own experiences, but not skeptical in the way that I don't believe it, but I'm skeptical just in the sense of I can't make a firm stance for or against. So I'm withholding judgment. But I just have to know that kind of, I guess if I'm going to put it in atheist terminology, magical thinking is a part of my life. If I'll put it in spiritual terminology, it would be like, I just know that, you know, being spiritual is a part of my life and I can't get away from it. Or, you know, synchronicity is a part of my life, you know. And honestly, I don't know which is true or not. So I just gotta deal with that and deal with the uncertainty. But I can't escape it, you know. It's just something that I can't escape. It always comes up. So, yeah. All right. See ya.